So in 30, the first thing you're going to do is, number 30, when it says 2 ln 3x minus 2 equals the ln of 5x plus 6, first thing you're going to do is any number in front of a log, you're going to use the rule where it becomes the exponent. Okay, so this is going to be the natural log of 3x minus 2 squared equals the natural log of 5x plus 6. So in yesterday's lesson, we learned that if you have the log of something equaling the log of something, and they have the same base, you can take their arguments and set them equal. So the stuff in this log, in yellow, will equal the stuff in this log in blue. So we can just drop the logs, set it equal to 5x plus 6. Now on the left side, you're going to need to FOIL that, or use the shortcut, where you do 3x squared, which makes 9x squared, minus, the shortcut is to double negative 2 times 3x. So that's going to be minus 12x. And then you do the second term squared, which is positive 4. You could see that if I FOILed that out, I'd get the same thing, because you get 9x squared. On the outside, you get minus 6x. On the inside, you get minus 6x. And then last, you get plus 4. Sorry, it disappeared so quickly. But you do get that as your trinomial when you expand this. Okay? So at this point, we have a quadratic. We're going to move everybody to the left side, joining 9x squared. So we're going to take away 5x, and we're going to take away 6. From here, I'm going to make a brave attempt at factoring this. Something x times something x makes 9x squared. I know I need a plus and a minus to make the negative 2. And there aren't really many options to multiply and make negative 2. So I'm going to throw a positive 2 and a negative 1 there. The only other option would be if the 1 was here and the 2 was there. But as I'm thinking about how to make that 17 in the middle, I'm thinking about maybe a 9 running into this 2x. Right? So what I mean by, if there was a 9 times 2, that would make 18. And what's 18 minus 1? 17. So it's some combination of using the 9 and the 1 and the 2 and the 1. I think it's 9 here plus 1 and x minus 2. That's just from experience in trying different problems like this and knowing how to position it. So what do you get on the outside? Negative 18x. On the inside, 1x, and there's your negative 17x that you need. So I think that works. That tells me that my two solutions are negative 1/9, because that's how this would become 0, if x was negative 1/9, and x equals 2, because that's how this term, this factor, would become 0. Now, of those two solutions, we have to make sure they're both valid. Does negative 1/9 work out? I think negative 1/9 ends up being extraneous. Because if I plug negative 1/9 into this x, that's going to make the ln of a negative. And we're not allowed to do that. It's not in the domain. So negative 1/9 needs to get thrown out as an extraneous solution, leaving 2 as the only valid solution. That is correct. I double-checked in the book. This is the only solution. This one's extraneous.